All right, so here we are with Mike and Nolan. What are you guys doing? You're just watching your dad. You're not doing anything. No. And your brother learned about wet willies today. So do you know what a wet willy is? Yes. Okay, so he knows what a wet willy is. All right, so we're here at FantomWorks. It's a Saturday, and Saturday is the fun day. So Mike, are you having fun? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure what that laugh means. It may or may not mean he's having fun, but I have been, and here's what we've been doing, is putting together another cool Amphicar. And to me, just the colors of a car like this. I mean, look at that fin. This is straight out of the 50s. Of course, it's the 50s with propellers. A lot of work to do. Do I have any deodorant?
Yeah, I need some.
Okay, this is my son. And he apparently smells. Yes, go in my medicine cabinet in the bathroom and you'll find deodorant. So yeah, he comes to me when he needs deodorant. So, all right. So, hey, how's it going? All right, Chad, Mike, Phil, thank you for joining us. Yeah, this is what a beautiful little car, and we're going to get to the Corvette in just a minute. But look at this amazing little beast. Look, the Amphicar, there's a lot of things said about the Amphicar, but my favorite is, you know, not a great car and not where the crap is about, but a very, very cool toy. And that's really what they are, right? They're not a great car or a great boat, but it's the only car that I know of that becomes a boat. Let me tell you about our recent travesty here. This is the 63 Corvette that we were building. You saw several times while we were doing the other Corvette. And we pulled it out of the paint shop and had a set of tires on it that were almost new, set of Firestones, and they exploded and actually ripped the quarter panel right off of our... oh, hang on, what did I do here? Oh, damn it, I turned the stupid thing around. Hang on. My camera's got a mind of its own. So yeah, the freshly painted 63 Corvette split window car that had never had any fiberglass damage, it actually blew the fiberglass all apart. So to say that that was a bit of a groaner was an understatement. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you guys over. Heath is working on the 63, the fuel injected Roadster that we're turning into a coupe, and yeah, we've taken a break from it because we've been busy on the weekends, just taking care of all sorts of other stuff. You know how it is. You got a garage and there's 10,000 projects that need to be done. So in the body shop right now, we got the yeah, Chris, it does that it was just sickening to see the tire explode on that car. I got to tell you, not a big fan of new Firestone tires. Happened in the middle of the night, and so we're switching out our tires. But there's the 72 getting ready for paint. Here is the Jag, and if we lifted the hood on this right now, you would see that under that is an LS3 with a 4-speed automatic overdrive, a completely modernized Jag. And here we've got Heath. What are you, mostly screwing off today, or?
No, I'm trying to get this thing right. Take a little bit of time, a little longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. All right. So he's back on it. We've taken a break for what, about 4 weeks from this?
About, yep.
Okay. So what's happening right now with the car today was really focusing on gaps, and you can see here the initial work, the gap work. You can see obviously here this hasn't been done yet, but you know, it's one of those one step at a time. And so right now it is gap and reveal work, because as you run your finger down, you know, ideally you want that car to be exactly level and exactly gapped. And so there's multiple dimensions you're working in. So the back end of this car has all been bonded in place, and you can see just really the gap and reveal work, which is quite time consuming, is what's going on here to get this door. And you know, little tight right here, so we've got some work to do. But it's all about the front end in the second half of the day. Because how is this front end held on the car right at the moment?
2 zip screws, and it's bolted at the core support.
Yeah, so basically it's the grace of God and a couple pieces of hardware, right? Mm-hmm. So talk to me about the process that you're going through right now to get the front end actually sort of lined up and correct.
Sure. Before we bond the front end, before we set anything in stone, we have to make sure our hood articulates and the gaps and reveals are somewhat workable, at least to a bodywork standpoint. We have to attach the front balance, which isn't there yet, and we have to fit our, watch out, and we have to fit our headlight buckets and all that good stuff before we actually bond it into place.
Yeah, so what do you think? The start of this project, would you agree with me that this is the roughest Corvette we have ever had in the shop?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think bar none. There has never been anything that was more beaten and abused and just trashed than this Corvette. But does that change the endpoint the way it leaves out of here?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so the standard for this is the same as the standard for the others. It's got to be approaching perfection. I don't believe we ever hit perfection. I don't think any shop will ever hit perfection with any car, regardless of how many hundreds of thousands or even millions you throw at it. But the standard here is pretty damned high. And so just the fact that it came in as a piece of crap doesn't change that at all, does it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you can see, you know, still lots of work to do. But the front end, I'm hoping it's bonded. What do you think? Can we have it bonded in a week?
Yeah, we got your signal, yeah.
Yeah. So really, this is that final fit and finish fiberglass kind of work, so that once Heath is done with the front end lines will basically be like this. And of course, this isn't finished. Like you can see, this is a little bit fatter here than it is there. We're going to get it to the point where, you know, to me, the tolerance is, you know, in that 64th of an inch or less, which is much, much tighter than the original cars were ever built. Probably the standard for this car coming out of GM would have been plus or minus about an eighth, maybe even 3/32. But we're going to go for a tolerance much, much tighter than that. We're going to be in the 1/32 to the 64th kind of tolerance from one side to the other. So I'm going to let Heath get back to work now, and just stay tuned with us. By the way, next week I'll do a Facebook Live, but we're going to be at, where are we going to be next week, Heath?
Las Vegas, baby!
Yeah. So for those of you who are interested, you know, SEMA, the largest trade show of any kind in the world, which is, of course, the largest car trade show. That's happening in just over a week. So we all head out this coming Saturday, so none of us will be here. Well, I mean, the shop will be open. About half the crew will be here, but the other half is going to be heading out with me to SEMA. And so the next time we see you guys, it'll be live from the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Back to Mike. So Mike, are we having fun yet? Yeah. So you can see just the excitement in his voice. Come on, Mike. It's hard to contain it, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm dealing with trim.
Yeah. So I was really upset with the comment that it looks like the rats have eaten the car. And to me, the absolute shame of this was not only was this all done, but this car had never, ever had any body damage. So it had to wait 55 years, and after 55 years, it got damaged sitting alone at night in the shop when the tire exploded. So that sucks. Hang on, Larry, I'm going to try and answer your question. How much are you allowing for paint? I'm not sure what you mean by that, brother. I have no idea what you mean. If you ask the question better, I will do what I can to answer it. All right, Debbie, Dave, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to sign off for the moment, but we'll be back with you next week at SEMA. Have a great one.